Hello. There we go. All right. So welcome. We are playing a special one this evening. What we're going to be running today is the Yorion Dance the Man deck I've been working on for a little bit. Um, it's going to be interesting. I've done well, kind of, sort of well, playing on Arena. Yorlin mirrors are annoying, to say the least. But you never know. We might actually get there. So a little bit about the deck. Um, we are only running 4 creatures. I think somewhere in the 75 we could fit Narsets. I haven't figured out exactly where to put them yet. I thought about trying them instead of the Treacherous Blessings, but not 100% sure on that one yet. So, as we're just waiting for registration to finish, um, if you have any suggestions or ideas, we do have a couple minutes before we start. So, if we could think of something that maybe I should replace with Narset, go ahead and let me know. Um, or if there's other replacements you can think of. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll see. We'll see as the event goes. We are in 33 lands, but we have a lot of digs, so it shouldn't be so bad. The one Fave Wishes feels a little weird. Once in a while it comes up where it's really good, but I don't know if it's enough to keep it over Narset. Um, Same with the Treacherous Blessings. Like I really like Treacherous Blessing as a way of refilling my hand if the game goes late, but maybe we could try Narset instead of that. Actually, I think that's what we're gonna do. Let's try that. So we'll try it like that for tonight, and we're gonna see how that goes. What we're going to do is put this up on Stream Decker for everyone in case you want to see what it is we're playing. And like I said, we're just waiting for registration to finish. I think we're at 8 registered players according to the Discord. Somebody's having a good laugh. This is all right. So now exclamation point deck in chat will take you to the full deck list for Yorion Dance. Ooh. And got our chat reconnected there. It's good. Oh, I guess I should open the deck list up. I think we have just a couple minutes before we start. I think we're just waiting on one player to show up, if I recall. One, two, three, four, five, six, eight. Once I know what's up with the So yeah, we're just waiting on one player, and then when that one player shows up, we'll be getting started. If unless they're not here in time. So anyway, so there's the deck list in front of you. Um, like I said earlier, I've been having some success with this. The Yorion Mirrors are a grind fest, but I have been relatively happy with the mono red and mono black matchups. Um, and then hopefully we'll see if we can get. Hopefully we avoid a lot of super grindy Yorlin mirrors tonight, because that would be, oh boy, that would be a thing. Um, if we have downtime between rounds, then maybe we'll play some ladder. I've got Jeskai Heroic and Mono Red build that we can play on the ladder since they're fast. But yeah. Well, welcome everyone. I hope you enjoy your time here. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and I'll do my best to answer them in a timely fashion. Oh, how's it going, Penguin? How are the little ones? Good. Glad to hear it. All right. So we got our pairings coming up here, so we should be starting shortly. There's one player I'm really hoping to avoid tonight, just because I know how much of a grind fest that matchup is going to be. Although it'd be interesting to see how it turns out. These are actual clicky. Thank you. These are actual pairings. Nope. Tournament hasn't been started yet. Now we just wait. And just for the record, we'll be doing this again tomorrow. I don't know what deck we're gonna play tomorrow though, but I'm playing a tournament for hosted by Judge Academy, where I'll be playing against the other judges around the world, and it's kind of like a season thing from what I understand. And depending on where if you rank in certain areas, and that's it's like we actually have actual pairings. We have actual pairings. Sweet. All right, so we're playing. It's Master Enix. So this is going to be interesting. All right, so I'll talk more about the judge tournament as we go along. Direct challenge. Tournament match. Best of 3. Coin flip. Timer's on. Yes. And we're playing this one. I'll fix that name after this round. I keep forgetting to go and change it. Alright, let's see how it goes. Are we on the play? On the draw? Who knows? We're on the draw. It's not so bad for us unless our opponent's playing like mono red. This hand is really good. So we have double blue, which isn't as important for us. But we do have this Fabled Passage, so we can get black. Omen's going to help us find lands. Omen of the Sun is going to help us make creatures. Elspeth Conquers Death is probably one of the best cards in the deck. And Sharknado here, if we need to early, we can just cycle it and make a 1/1, or we can wait and make a bigger one. We usually don't want to cast this card because we want to bring it back from the graveyard. So we're going to go ahead and keep this up. That's interesting. So there's a couple of decks that this could be. I think it doesn't really change what we're doing too much. What we'd like to do very quickly is find a Wrath, though. Oh, it's the mono white life gain deck. Okay. So this is going to be quite interesting. We're going to want to find a Wrath within the next couple turns. Unfortunately, playing an 80 card deck, our find a Wrath plan isn't the greatest. But we have a lot of digs. That's going to be helpful. So we're just going to play the island here so we don't take unnecessary damage. This is going to get out of range of this, though. So we're going to be on the chump block for life plan. That's fine. The thing is going to be is they could use this to stop this from gaining its life, which is fine. The idea is to take the creatures off the board, and we need to find an answer to this. So we'd like to find like a Murderous Rider or anything that'll help remove this from the board. Cry is fine. We don't have double black for this Cry, otherwise it'd be amazing on this board. So I think we're supposed to keep this, and then I don't know. We'll try that. Might come back to bite us, but if we draw like a Godless Shrine for the turn, we'll be really good. It's like I called it. Alright. So what we'd like to find now is Wrath or Teferi. Because resetting this would be great for us so that we reset this to a 2/2. Just to play it back out. That's another one. That's okay. We're fine. That's not terrible. We're gonna try and punish them. Like we're not winning that exchange really. I don't know what this card does. Oh, okay, it's like a Soul Sister. But it only costs 2. So like our Elspeth Conquers Death is really not good right now. However, what we can do, so we're gonna go to. It's a little early to cast this Yorion here, but I think what we really want to do is get this off the board so this doesn't get bigger. And since our opponent is struggling to find lands, we want to apply some pressure. There we go. We don't need this land because we have another one in our hand. And now we have a good block, right? So this turn, this Primate can't attack unless he can make it a 5/5. Oh, our opponent found a third land. Whatever we do. That's a very curious attack. So they either have something to gain life or a way to make this bigger. I think I'm okay chump blocking with Yorion. It's done its job. Oh, okay. That was weird. Banishing Light. What are you going to take away from me? Alright, that's fine. So here's something that we get to have some fun with. We can hold on to this until we want to reset our stuff, because we have this Teferi to bounce that. So we're just going to play an egg. Dig a little bit deeper into our deck. And we don't want to take any unnecessary damage, but we want to keep our mana production. So this turn, we're going to flash in the Omen of the Sea. It did definitely look like a trap, right? Like, I was very surprised that we didn't lose our creature in that combat. Yeah, Heliod's fine. That gives us a target for ECD now. And we'll flash in this Omen. Omen also gives us 2 life, 2 dudes. That was pretty good. That's a little late, but I mean, overall it's fine. So we can Elsewith Conquers Death this Heliod now, or we can wait and then end step Shark Typhoon and just make a shark, or we could just cast the Shark Typhoon and start making big sharks if they don't have a clean answer to it. I think that's the way I want to go with this. Let's see if they have an answer. I'm going to admit, this is the first time I've cast Shark Typhoon in this deck. Usually I just bring it back with Dance of the Man. Yep, that's fine. It's not ideal, but it's fine. Just they want to make land in a 4/4. Okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't have anything to get back with that. Alright, so if we're going to Wrath, we should Wrath first and then play the Teferi. Because we're going to lose our 4/4 and we're going to lose all the sharks we make anyway. Or we could just ECD exile the Linden here, which turns off Heliod. They have another one. That's where it gets a little awkward, but we have a 5/5 shark in play. I think I like doing that. Let's do that. So we're going to exile this. Heliod goes away. And then we'll attack for 2. So I think we're starting to turn this game around. It looked scary for a little bit. Which card's a fun card there? That's not what I wanted to see. Alright, fine. You're going to Banishing Light my shark. Huh, okay. Not what I was expecting you to Banishing Light. I thought they were going to take this Elsewith Conquers Death because it makes their stuff more expensive. Or my Shark Typhoon. We don't need more land, so we'll just keep the golden egg on top there. There we go. That's another dance for when we get there. So we're just going to make another 2/2 shark. Keep making our land drops. What do we have in the yard here? Nothing still? That's unfortunate. Yeah, Sharknado is definitely a fun card. I think we're okay to Teferi here. If they have an answer for Teferi, they have an answer for Teferi. There's not much I can do about it. But I want to pick up this Omen. And we drew a Murderous Rider. And this Sharknado is just running away with this game. I think a lot of this had to do with our opponent got stuck on 2 lands for so long, and we were finally able to answer the Johnny's Pridemate that was getting out of hand. So it appears that our opponent's hand is either full of 5-drops or a bunch of reactive spells. At any rate, that's not good for them. We don't want either of these, so that's fine. You do the Scryland anyway. We have nothing to get back with that Conqueror's Death. We'll Scry. This is pretty much where we're going to put this game on lockdown. We're going to plus Teferi. Get in for a whole bunch. A whole bunch. Math is for blockers. Alright. So with them down to 4, I don't think we need to show them anything else. If they have something that's gonna make all the difference, that's fine. Sure. I mean, their hands could just be a bunch of Ajani's. Oh, well, that's interesting, isn't it? Um, sure, go to attacker. That was not what I was expecting, but thankfully Murder Strider took him out of combat. And we drew another cry. Good game, opponent. That's game one. Alright, so the mono white life gain deck. What am I looking to bring in against it? We want the Noxious Grasp. I don't think we want the Grafdigger's Cages. I don't think they're great here. Conqueror's Death is going to be a lot better than I was expecting it to be, so that's we're definitely keeping that one in. I don't think these Narsets are going to do a whole lot. Really our creature base. Maybe the one Dream Trawler. What are we gonna board out? We need to make one cut. Um, cut one egg. All right, so this hand looks okay. So we have the cycle. We have a Doom Foretold if things get scary. We don't have anything to sacrifice to it, so it's just gonna trade 1-for-1, which isn't great. I think it's fine. If our opponent mulligans a lot, then we're in a better position. Looks like they're on a mull to 6. Well, it's not the one drop I wanted you to have, opponent. We are going to make all our land drops so we can Yorion if we need to, so that's nice. Yep. It's better than Johnny's Primate, that's for sure. We don't need another one of those. We're looking for a Wrath of some kind here to kind of stem this bleeding. That's the nice one. There we go. So we're not going to be able to, chump block. Well, we can chump block this, but we can't trade here. So ideally, if they attack with this, we can ambush it with the Omen of the Sun. And then next turn we can ambush the Healer's Hawk. If nothing else, this just, buys us, gives us 2 life, and you know what? In case you have a way, anyway you pump is +2/+2, so there's no sense in throwing away a guy needlessly. They are going to gain life from the creature dying, but I mean, if that's all they're doing, then we're okay with that. I could really stop drawing lands now. I think we're going to get this going. We can't sacrifice our token, but we're at least going to trade for 2 of their cards for it if we don't draw another permanent that we can play. And worst case scenario, we just throw the bird down. I'd rather not. That's unfortunate. Why did you have to have 2 of those? Don't be a land. Oh, of course you're a land. I really don't want to burn this dance yet. Alright. What we can do... Wow, that's a whole lot of land. What we can do, though, is we can kind of force them into a backwards position. where we can make a shark and jump it in front of the healer's hawk, or not. Okay. So now if they attack with this Daxos, we can throw the Shark Typhoon in the way. We still can. Right? So we can double block the Daxos, get it off the table. We're losing our Doom Foretold anyway, unless we drew an Omen. There we go. So we lose our Doom Foretold, but it kept them down on the number of permanents they could have in play. So that's fine. Put that in play tapped. We'll make this offer. I don't think he'll take it. I didn't think so. But we're not blocking with it, so if we're not blocking, we might as well attack. This will let us put some more pressure on next turn. And we slowly have taken over this game. Again, we took a bunch of damage. Was able to stem the bleeding a little bit with some life gain. And I feel terrible. This is 2 games in a row. Our opponent has been stuck with no land. We have 2. Well, that's interesting. Each player can't cast more than 1 non-creature spell each turn. Huh. Okay. I think we wait on this. Because there's no reason to play the Doom Foretold out right now. Like, I can make 2 4/4s, but that doesn't get us anywhere. So, I think we sit there and chip away with this Murderous Rider and Vanishing Light. Okay, that's fine. See, this Doom Foretold is still really awkward because they just sacrifice this thing and then we don't get to do anything. That's a good one. I actually should have attacked with the 1/1 there. Oops. And we have a grip full of cards that aren't going to do a whole lot. Like, well, our hand is really good. That's a Lurid. That's an Elspeth Conquerstaff target. My turn. Alright, player Temple. Ship a land to the bottom. So many lands. Play ECD. Exile Luris. Draw yet another land. I did put 1 on the bottom, right? Pretty sure I put a land on the bottom there. Yep. Okie dokie. And we just sit here and wait now. Another Luris. Yep, that's fine. I'm kind of in awe here of how many lands we've actually drawn. Well, let's leave that there. This Elspeth Conquerstaff isn't getting anything back. Let's see what we find. Oh, another egg. Nice. Oh, that's right. We knew that was there. We scratched it to the top. All right. So we play an egg. Draw another land. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can dance for 5. That's not great. Do we get this and this and this? Actually, you know what? That's fine. Let's do that. Why is it not letting me cast? Oh, I can't cast this. Whoops. Right, because we cast the egg, we can't cast dance because of this thing. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright. Oh, then I think I can just do this. Yeah, let's do this instead. Blink, blink, blink. Um, we'll draw a card. Our opponent good gamed us. I'm pretty sure they can't deal with the flyers. Oh, but they drew a blocker. Sounds good. Well, they had stuff they could cast, so they're not quite dead yet. You could do a little bit of digging here. So we want to cast Dance this turn, so we're not going to draw the Golden Egg. No, we're going to draw another land. Draw Doom. So that's the other thing we could do this turn. Play this Fabled Passage. It's like we're going to force a block on this Healer's Hawk. Because they have to block or they're just going to die. But we can play Doom Foretold. We can't play 2 because this card is still here. It's so annoying. Actually, no, wait. We can just win, right? Because we just... No. We could have just won if I didn't play that. Oops. So they get to live. Or not. They just want the game to be over. Alright. The lifelinkers would have got them through that. But yay, we're 1-0. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick check on the other matches and we'll come back to this. Do-do-do-do. Alright, so we have 2 matches left outstanding in the tournament. So we're just gonna have to wait for them to finish. Kind of interesting, kind of boring. I hate when my rounds end really quickly because then we just kind of sit here and chit chat for a while. That second game, there wasn't a whole lot to talk about. We got to do our stuff, and our opponent didn't. I do like the mono white life gain deck. Um, it's definitely got an interesting twist to it, where they're trying to go over top of the mono red, mono black decks. But yeah, so I'm not really sure what we're how long we've got those they have on their matches. There wasn't a timer set up. I think I just heard one of them finishing, which means we're just there's one left, and hopefully they're done quickly. It'd be nice to power through this. I think that'd be great. Oh, I guess I should update the score. One of these days, chat, I will be a professional stream and keep on top of all of this stuff. Maybe one day we'll be a professional stream. We'll get there, yeah. Slowly but surely, we'll get there. Oh wow! All right, so all of our results are in, which means we should be getting our pairings for round two shortly. Here in just a minute. That's actually not bad. We started right around 7 o'clock, and within half an hour, we had the first round done. I like it. So the player we were hoping to avoid looks like they lost in round one. So that's while yes, it's great we get to avoid that player. I kind of want to see how the matchup goes. So woohoo! Next round is let's see who we're playing this round. We are playing. We are playing Getter. All right, Jeter, Getter, however they want to pronounce it. That's who we're playing this round. Um, so let's find them. See, this deck's really good against those creature-based decks, right? Where they just want to put creatures on the board, and all we want to do is we just want to put either more efficient creatures such as Murder Strider or Yorion into play, or we want to use all of our removal, Elspeth Conquers Death, um, Oath of Kaya, Shadow to the Sky. Those are the kinds of things we want to be doing. We want the games to go longer, and then we let the Sharknado or the Dance of the Mance, which we didn't actually get to cast last match, kind of take that game take the game over. I forgot to fix the name, but we'll get to it. So I think tonight is only 3 rounds, so this could be a really quick one. All right, we're on the draw again. All right, so our opponent is not playing a companion either, so there's no way we can keep this hand. I would like to because it's got a bunch of really pretty spells in it, but this hand doesn't do anything, and if we don't draw like 3 lands in a row, we're just sitting there twiddling our thumbs, so we can't keep. This is fine. Excuse me. We have an island and an island here. I'm probably shipping the plains back because it's the least useful of the lands. We have double black, whatever we want here. So we have double white, double blue. We don't really need double blue. Double white is a little more important. And we already have double black. So this is probably just fetching a plane. Hi, Grant. Yes, I'm streaming. All right. So Grant says hi to everybody. Grant is our opponent this round. Oh, wait. Hold on, that caught me off. So swamp into cycler. So are we playing Mardu cycling? Might be Mardu cycling. All right. So I think in this case, we're gonna want to get our double white going because we already have double black. So this will just go fetch that plains we put on the bottom. Chat says hello. All right. So sacrifice this and go get the plains. This way here we have double white and for when and if we draw it. This could be black red cycling, but they've cycled 2 healers already, so we'll see. It's interesting. Oh. So we're just gonna take 2. I don't like shocking myself against this deck very often, especially if it is white, because then they have the Zenith Flare, and they can get up to a critical mass of stuff, and we don't have a way of interacting with Zenith Flare mainboard. We also don't have a way of dealing with the graveyards at all. So yeah, they are playing Mardu. Typically, you see this as either red, white, or Jeskai. So the black is usually blue because the blue gives you access to Improbable Alliance and such. Okay. So we do want to keep an eye on their graveyard count. So we know what we gotta deal with. You don't need another land. I'd like to draw action. Yeah, that's fine. Or what I meant to say, Chad, is I wanted to draw another land. Hmm. So we'll Omen of the Sun on end step, make 2 1/1s. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. We are currently 1-0. Dratus Stinger, okay. This is game 1 of round 2. And this is why I don't like shocking against this deck very often, because they can deal a bunch of damage to us in a hurry. Kaya wanted to save this for when they attacked, so we could surprise block, but on the other hand, I didn't want to let it just sit and rot in my hand. No attackers. So now we have this Murderous Rider, because we can go get a Swamp with this. So we have Murderous Rider, or we can cycle a Shark Typhoon. Huh, that's a new card. I haven't seen that in these decks before. That's actually kind of scary, because that makes this thing a 3/3. How you doing, Jay? Yep, that's fine. That'll have to work. I still think we're going to cycle. We're going to trade basically all of our creatures and the Shark Typhoon for this, and I think that's okay. We want double black so we can cast Murderous Rider next. We didn't really want to find a land there, but we found it anyway. Alright. Narset, hello. Let's see what Mrs. Narset's gonna find us. Kinda wish I had left the blue open. Oh, we couldn't leave the blue open. That's fine. We'll take the Oath of Kaya. Play Aaron the Relentless. Oh, that brings back so many good memories. Uron, yes, that's right. Oh, that's annoying. We don't have a way of killing it right away. We have to wait till our turn. Okay. So we need triple black, which we have. So I think we're gonna start by activating Narset. That's nice. So the problem with this is we don't want him to draw a card to be able to use this with. So we're just gonna Oath of Kaya, blow this guy up so they can't cycle the game things. And then we're going to hold this Murderous Rider to protect Narset, because Narset is um, basically going to single-handedly stop this deck from doing anything. You can run Arena on a Mac. You just need to, I think it's called Wine. I think it's the emulator that you need to run it through. See, where's this going? At us? 1 red mana. Can't think of anything for 1 red that would punish us for killing it before we take damage. Drew yet another land, so that's fine. So 5, 6. And then we're gonna blink all of our stuff, which is gonna reset this Narset. Excuse me. We'll just get this 2/2 out of the way now. Take that Oath of Kaya. Okay, yeah, if the Mac is kind of slow, then that might be a little hard. I don't know how new the computer would have to be. So we'll play out Doom Foretold, and we can force this to go away. We'll keep this one, shoot the fox, play our land, swing for 6, yeah. And then we'll activate Narset. I think we'll just take an Elswith Conquer's Death. So, chat, I have a tournament tomorrow at noon with judges from around the world. It's kind of part of a league, I believe. I need to go recheck all the stats and stuff. But I was curious if you guys if you think, should I run this deck back? Should I play something else? What deck do you think I should play? I'm actually playing against other players, Jay. We're playing in FNM. Well, that was terrible. So these are players that I play with at my local store. Castle Ardenvale. The 3/3. All right. Let's see what Narset can find us. Maybe Narset will find us something nice. Another egg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're gonna set up for next turn to dance for a whole bunch. So we're gonna play another egg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I shatter, that leaves me 3 mana. Oh, there's no need in the shatter because the Doom Foretold's gonna kill that. So yeah, that's fine. We'll get our 2 damage in and pass the turn. Oh, well, what did I play last week? Oh, I played that heroic deck, right? It was just a couple creatures and lots of pump spells that we were killing people on turn 4. I do like that one a lot. Yeah, we could probably run that one. Oh, they forgot about Narset. Each player can only draw 1 card each turn, or each opponent can only draw 1 card each turn. Alright, so just in case he was not going to scoop here, we're going to let's grab both of these to the bottom. We want to keep the Narset around. I don't want to sacrifice it to the Doom Foretold, so we'll sacrifice this. Draw an island. Place an island. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7? Okay. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Insta army. We'll keep this one. Thanks, Jay. Yeah, the heroic deck did use Luris. Well, you have a good night, Jay. You tell the family I said hi. Oh, I actually have to discard a card. There we go. So it's interesting to see a cycling deck that's not running Luris. And that's because they're running Z's instead. Not too sure about it. Alright, so how do we sideboard for this deck? I think it's more of the same, right? Bring in the 2 Noxious Grass, bring in the 2 Dream Trawlers. Except for this time we're not cutting Narset, because Narset's really good. So what do we cut is the question. These aren't good. He's got a couple of permanents, like he might have the turtle. The 8/8 haste, if you cycle it 4 times in a game, it comes back in for free. He might have those. I'm willing to lose to that card if that's what he has. And then I think it's just 1 egg again. And we just play something like this. The deck is like crazy consistent for having 80 cards. I don't understand why. I think it's the way the arena algorithm works. I'm a little sad by how consistent these 80 card decks have been. If you guys have watched any arena um, in the past little bit, you can definitely tell that there's something up, because like all of my foras, if they're not in my opening hand, I have like a 6% chance to draw them. Right? So it shouldn't be consistent where you're seeing 2 or 3 of the same card when you're playing 80 card decks. So this is one of those hands that's kind of scary, because we don't really know what we're going to get, and we have just a lot of lands already. But we have 2 1/1 creatures here and 2 life. We have a scry 2 then draw, so I think this hand's fine. The dance is nice. And Oath of Kai is great. It's hard to argue when you draw a dance for your first turn and put Oath of Kai on top of your deck. If our opponent is stuck on lands and kept the 1-lander for the scry, this fox could get out of hand real fast, where this oath isn't actually good enough to take it out. And then we're playing catch up. So let's see if he goes to make this a 4/4 this turn. Oh no, he is not going to make it a 4/4. I think that's wrong. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think getting this, knowing that we're playing Oath of Kais, I think he's supposed to get that out of Oath range. Right, play Omen. So I'd like to find a Wrath. Dream Trawler's fine. It's big, it's lifelink. They don't interact with it. We don't have an island, so this comes to play tapped. Shoot the fox. Rescuer is kind of crazy. Like, it can get really out of hand if he's cycling every turn. That lifelink is good. I love Splendid Mare. I think that card is underrated. cycling and putting the lifelink on a Dance stinger is just so good. I think I just want to get my tap lands out of my hand. If they attack again, we get to surprise jump the rescuer. And then on our next turn, we get to Yorion, blink the two omens and the Oath of Ka, kill another guy, gain more life, and oh! Wasn't expecting that. Okay. So we're not casting Yorion next turn. We have to find a way to kill this first. Yep. That's a very good sideboard card against us. Because we kind of lean on this. And like they already got value out of this. I think I'm just gonna block and take one here. Because we're not blocking this thing anytime soon. Ugh. So there's an argument for not taking down Narset and forcing him to take 2 turns to kill it. I think that's how I want to go with that. Nice. And go. Alright. We do need to eventually get these omens in our graveyard so that we can... Alright, so she didn't buy his 2 turns, she only bought his 1 turn. That could have been so good. Except with this guy. What does he do again? We'll grab a swamp. So it's sacrifice 2 humans, destroy target creature power 4 or greater. Alright. So let's see what happens. So when we draw a card for next turn, the general can try to kill our dream trawler. So then we activate it, give it hexproof, but it taps. So we don't actually get to attack with it next turn. And these are humans, if I'm right. Yeah, so he can just sacrifice 2 tokens, which makes our Cry of the Canarium a lot worse. So we need to get that Magistrate off the board. So we need to draw like a Murderous Rider. A Wrath isn't great, but yep. So if he has no more cyclers in hand, we're in good shape. Because this Cry is really good. So we block there. Okay. So we draw. So now he can't sacrifice to kill this, which is nice. So we'll attack first. It's gonna give us gain us 5 life. We're gonna draw temples, of course. Alright, so play Temple of Silence. Get rid of that, because that's not good. And then we're gonna Cry of the Canarium. If nothing else, it's gonna kill the 2 1/1s and hopefully the Fox. And the Fox. Alright. So we still can't cast this because this guy is still alive. But what we can do next turn is sack the egg, sack the Omen of the Sea, and then dance for 3. I mean, we could dance for 6 and make them all 4/4s, which might be the thing to do. Resolves. Alright. Alright. So we're gonna make blue here. And then we're going to sacrifice this, the Scry 2. Wow, both of these are really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, those are fine. So, draw the Teferi, play that tapped. Cast a fairy, bounce this guy, draw a Murder Strider. You still can't cast this, and that's okay. Can't cast it because I played a tap land. But that's that. That's fine. So now we're in a really good position now where we can think. What we also could have done, and I didn't think about it until just now, is we could have used the fairy to bounce our Oath of Kaya, and then cast Oath of Kaya to kill this guy. Yep. So we're going to kill the Magistrate, because we want to be able to cast this Yorion at some point. And our life isn't in any real jeopardy. So we play this, plus Tef, attack for 5, throw another egg, that's good. Alright. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2. So we don't actually have enough to do lethal next turn. We're getting there though. So cast our egg. And then cast this. Blink all of these. And we target him, put him to 12. I think that gives us lethal. 3. So that's 6, 10, 12. So if he doesn't do anything, we have lethal. Yep. I mean, it could be a really big Zenith Flare. Like just about everything in here minus 1 Zenith Flare in the general. So 1, 2, 3 non-cycling cards. So they could Zenith Flare for 9, which lets them live another turn. And it is an instant. We'll just put ourselves to 28 because we can. The deck's a little scary. That was nice. A little insurance policy. So it's not lethal because I could have minus Teferi, but that was lethal. Zero Exaxes. Alright. So that took us a little bit longer. The cycling matchup for this deck is interesting because we don't interact with the Zenith Flare or their graveyard at all. So yeah. Alright, I'm going to hop over to the Discord. I'm going to see who we're waiting on. I think they were waiting on us actually. So I'll be back in 1 second. Yeah, that was definitely a good game. It was hard fought on both sides. Alright, pairings are up. Let's go take a look. Who are we playing against? I have a guess. My guess would be correct. We are playing against Mr. Halloween. Alright, so the last time we saw Mr. Halloween, he was playing. I think he was playing Gyruda. So that'll be interesting if he's still on it. The time before we played him, he was on mono red. So if I had to venture, if I had to say what I was hoping he's on, I'm hoping he's on Gyruda. I think our matchup against Gyruda is fine. It's not great. This hand is, I want to keep this hand, but we have no way, no filtering, no dig, no scrying, so I don't think this hand's good enough. And we're on the draw again, so that's also something to keep in mind. And our opponent snap kept 7 cards, so we're gonna mulligan. This hand is fine. We have double blue for Narset. We have Oath of Kaya, and we have a Typhoon and a Dance. All right, so what are we sending away? I think we're sending Dance away because we're gonna be a little while before we actually want to cast this. Teamer. Well, it's not Karuga Fires, which is what I was actually expecting to see. So this is good. I'm not really sure what our opponent's on right now. Thornwood Falls. All right. So there looks like a slower deck too. Opt? Huh. Scry 1 to the top. I'm actually a little confused. I don't know what our opponent's found. So we drew an island, so we don't need to go get another island. So we want to have double black eventually. So let's go get swamp. Fountain, huh? Alright, so let's play Hall Fountain tapped and pass the turn. So next turn we get to play Island. Alright, Craig, you have a good night, man. We'll see you next time. Uro. So they're getting out there in mana, which is interesting. So I think we're just going to play in our side. Activate in our side. Huh. Yeah, I think I'm just going to grab the Doom here. If they do anything, we get to Doom Foretold them. If they do nothing, we get to cycle the Shark Typhoon. Wilderness Reclamation. Okay, we are definitely Doom Foretolding you. Alright, so Wilderness Wreck. That's interesting. So it's Teamer Wreck. Okay. Opponent is in the tank. They're cycling a Shark Typhoon? Okay, sure. I'm gonna activate Narset. And Brick. That was great. So they probably think they can sacrifice the Shark, but Doom Foretold is non-token, so they have to sacrifice the Reclamation. So yeah, the Shark was probably to save the Reclamation. It's not going to because of Doomy Doom. So now what they should do is I think they should attack the Narset for 3, so I have to sacrifice this Doom Foretold. Oh, okay, sure. That makes sense too. I could definitely see that as being a way to go. There's a Blast Zone. Okay. So you attack me for 3. Yep. So we traded this Doom Foretold for and Narset for their Wilderness Wreck. It's not the greatest of trades, but I think it's fine. That was a good one. Main board negate. Okay. A surprise. They must have just drawn the negate. Growth Spiral, sure. So I think they have enough cards in the yard to bring back Uro this turn. They sure do. But if they do that, I'm not sure what they're going to have for mana. So you have 3 cards in hand, 2 cards in hand. Chances of it being a counterspell, I wonder? So we're going to go for this. If it's a counterspell, we're in trouble. We were in trouble anyway. Okay, so let's think. Do we have any outs here? We still have outs. We could draw a Wrath. Yep, we go to 3. Oh, well, you didn't just do that to begin with. I don't understand, but okay. Okay. So, we want disputes, we want vetoes. Cage is okay. It doesn't do a whole lot here. And we want the Ether Gust. So what don't we want is the question. I don't think we need Shatters, because I don't think they're bringing in anything that's going to matter there. Narset's good. Alright, and then these aren't as useful anymore. Hey, look at that, straight 7 for 7. That's good. So the thing is, do we want these Dream Trawlers to kind of hop in the way of some sharks? I'm not sure. ECD is going to exile Wilderness Reclamation and Uro. Cage is fine. Doesn't really stop them from doing a whole lot. Oh, we don't need these Cry of the Canariums. So if we're going to take out the Cries, because we don't need those, let's think. This kills Uro. I think we have enough hate for Uro, and they don't have a lot of permanence, so I'd like something that can deal with that. So we can bring in 2 cages and leave 1 Omen of the Sun. I think that's fine. Alright, so we get to be on the play for the first time this tournament. 3 lands, Mystical Dispute, Narset, Othakai's, this hand's fine. Did I... Wait, what? We were supposed to be on the play. Why were we not on the play? Huh. Alright. That's interesting. I mean, it's fine. Like, I don't like it, but it is what it is. Yeah, we're fine letting them have a Growth Spiral. It's not ideal by any means, but it'll do. So this feels like Golden Reclamation. Oh, sure. Yep. That's weird. 2 can play that game, opponent. So, yeah. Saving this, holding this dispute up if they try to go Reclamation. I just get to counter it. If they want to dispute this, I'm okay with that too. So they're trying to negate the Teferi. So we're going to dispute the negate. And now they have to have a dispute. Well, I guess they have a second negate, right? This is the... Yeah, so they have another dispute. That's fine. We trade Teferi dispute for negate and dispute. And we have a lot more cards in hand, so that's fine. And if he just like slams Wilderness Wreck here, we just get to go Doom Foretold. This matchup is a lot harder because they get to hold mana up and they want to play a reactive game with us. And we don't want to play reactive with them. But seeing them just opting here is fine. I might Doom Foretold into an empty board just to have them discard a card. I could totally see that being a thing that we would do. They have enough for a dispute, which is a little annoying. So let's scry first. If there's like a dance or something coming, 5, 6, that would let us double spell, but we can already double spell, so I can send that one away. It's gonna be mana efficient here. We're gonna try to get ahead on cards, and if they get a spend counterspell on it, they didn't, so that's great. So we're just trading Doom Foretold for a card in the hand. It's not the greatest, but we drew a dance. So now I kind of wish we had left that plains on top so we could dance next turn. Our opponent did nothing though. So play Temple. That's not as important as I would have liked it to be yet. So that's fine. And then we'll attack for 2 because it's free. Yay. And we'll play Narset. So might have a Brazen Borrower here. Thassa's Intervention for 4? Sure. So it looks like our opponent sideboarded into really, really reactive. 2, 4, 6. Resolves. Omen. Omen of the Sea. We're gonna draw both of these, and we want the lands. So now we don't mind picking up an extra land here. Now they have to sacrifice that 6-mana enchantment that hasn't done anything. Unless they have an instant that they can cast to make a shark. Oh, okay, so they're gonna make a 7/7 shark. Cool. But that's their whole turn. That's the thing with that, right? Their whole turn just went away. Alright, so what can we do about that 7/7 shark? Not a whole lot, really. So we'll attack the Oath of Kaya. That would have been really nice to have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We only have 7 mana. So we're just gonna hold this up, I guess. They're gonna discard a card. We're gonna make a 2/2, and we're really looking for a Teferi to bounce this thing, or a shark to make our own. We can make a 5/5 shark. Not ideal, but not much I can do about it yet. So we take 7, go to 11, make a 5/5. attack for 9. No blocks. They tried to cast this Uro. They didn't. That was nice. Thank you. Okay, that works. That works too. So we'll play our Narset. We're going to try to find a Teferi. Mystical Dispute. So if we dispute back, they just pay 3. And then we pay 3. And then we have a Narset that's not doing a whole lot. Or we don't pay 3. And then we play Doom Foretold. That's interesting. Why would you dispute now? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's not enough. Let's see what they got going on. Why would they dispute? Let's have another one. So I can just pay 3 for this one. Yeah, I'm gonna pay the 3. That was weird. Alright, let's see what Narset finds for us. There we go. Alright, so they need to have exactly explosion. If they have explosion, we die. Because they have 8 mana, so an explosion and we die. They might flashback Uro. Yeah, bring back Uro, which means they don't have an expansion. That's good. They don't draw a card either because they didn't attack Narset first. They're not going to draw a card again because they didn't attack Narset first. Red Ring of Death, baby. Red Ring of Death. And then they didn't attack at all. Alright, so we're going to play Fabled Passage and crack it. And we're going to go digging here. Let's grab a Plains. Alright, so we're going to activate Narset. Grab this ECD. Play Teferi. Bounce the Shark. Cast ECD. Exile Uro, and attack for 9. Alright, so clicking to be on the draw didn't come back to haunt us. Okay, so they have a bunch of sharks that they're going to keep making. So I actually think these might not be terrible. Where Cage isn't actually that great. Because we need to kill the sharks, right? Because the sharks are going to kill us. So let's do like that. And we're on the draw, so we really want to... Alright, so we're one game away from going 3-0. And so we got to try and win another game on the draw. Okay. Alright, so this hand's fine. We have 2 Scrylands. That's a little awkward to have 2 Scrylands there. But we have a Gust to put the Reclamation back if they want to try and get that out early. We do have an Omen of the Sea. Yep, that's fine. And we're going to start off on Temple of Silence. So if we need to have blue mana, we have the island up. We don't need a second one of those. Gross Vial, sure. So then this play was really good because now they have the they're gonna have 4 mana, and we're gonna have the Aether Gust to make them try it over again. Although all these dances is kind of annoying. If they don't, then we get to Omen of the Sea and try and find a more concrete answer to the Swildil's reclamation. Oh, they didn't hit a 4th land. Okay, so that's good for us. They missed a land drop there. We want this Shark Typhoon here because we want an uncounterable way of making a dude. That Teferi is also really good. So let's scry. We'll hold up the Gust. ECD. Oh, this is so tempting. I don't think so. It's like ECD is great because the ECD is great because we get to exile something, but we don't have the 5th land. We are only at 4, so I think it's a little premature for us to get that. So then we'll pass. So our opponent has to. You can try again next turn. Bingo. So we're gonna plus so that if he has one land, oh, I guess he doesn't have double red either. That's fine. Plussing here is fine. So if he goes to Reclamation again, he can untap his lands, but he's not doing anything with those lands, and then we get the Doom Foretold to kill this. We'll just keep plussing here. Sure. So we've eaten 2 Wilderness Reclamations already. Yep, that's fine. You can opt. What do we have in our yard? Just an Omen of the Sea. We'll have an Oath of Kaya next turn. Resolves. Woo! Yep, there's a red source. That's good. Alright, so we're going to cycle this Shark Typhoon to try and... We found a land. Good. Doom Foretold sacks Oath of Kaya. Draw. Shatters, nice. One, two, three, four. So if we get one more land, then we can dance and get the Shark Typhoon in play. And we're going to get this Doom Foretold back. So if our opponent puts something into play, well, that's interesting. Discard a Scorching Dragonfire. I'm glad we've been ticking Teferi up a lot, because then they can't really get that Dragonfire to go. Fry. Okay, that's fine. So now their counter spells are unlocked, which is a little frustrating, but we're gonna counterspell this Wilderness Reclamation. Pass. So they have 1 card in hand. I think here. So we can just go for 4, I think, which gets this, and this back. Yeah, that's fine. And we're gonna target you. Don't want those. So we don't have anything we're trying to cast this turn, so. And then they're going to discard the card in their hand. Unless it's an instant, it could be a. So they could expansion for 3 and then discard a card. Oh, passes intervention for 5. Okay, so they're gonna look at 2 cards and then still have to discard one. I mean, it's fine. The problem is that took their whole turn. We have 3, 4, 5, 6. We're showing 6 damage. No, we're actually showing 7. And we did it. We did it, chat. We did 3-0. We played every game this tournament on the draw because I misclicked. But we did it, and I'm proud. Thank you all for coming along on this journey with me. So we're gonna sit back. We're going to. So we're going to just here in a second. We're gonna look at the deck. We're gonna evaluate how it did, and then we'll go from there. But I'm gonna take 1 second to go report, and then I'll be back. I want to thank everyone for hanging out tonight. All right, so we're waiting on 2 matches to finish. So while we're waiting for them, let's take a look at the deck and just do a quick review because the deck was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun playing it today. I have a lot of fun with this deck all the time. Dance of the Mance is my pet card. When it was released, I was like, yeah, I gotta build around this. This thing is crazy. All right, so this deck, it's an interesting list. I don't think it's complete yet. Narset was huge. I'm very glad we put the Narsets in. I didn't miss Fave Wishes at all, and I didn't miss the other 2 cards that we cut. I don't remember what they were. But I didn't miss them, and it's definitely a deck that I'm going to continue working on. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to work on getting a 4th ECD and 4th Shark Typhoon. And I'm not really sure what I'm going to cut for them yet. Cry the Canarium is really good because there's a lot of the Black X sacrifice decks, and the mono black aggro decks have been doing really well. And Cry is so good against those decks. So I really like Cry. I don't know if I want all 3 in the main board. Maybe I shift one to the sideboard. As far as the sideboard goes, like Elder Spell has been a little like underwhelming for the last little while. The last couple of days I've played the deck, there's not a whole lot of planeswalkers. Nissa has kind of fallen out of favor. And so we might take the Elder Spell out, move a Cry to the sideboard, which makes room for either the 4th Conqueror's Death or the 4th Typhoon. But yeah, like overall, like the deck performed really well. We have a lot of dig, which helps us get through those extra 20 cards. 33 lands seem to be fine. We never really found ourselves struggling to make land drops. So yeah, if you guys are interested in getting the deck list for yourself, where you can get a copy of it and cut and paste it into Arena, if you just put !deck in chat, that'll send you to my Stream Decker, which has the list there for you, and then you can give it a roll yourself and let me know how you feel. We're just waiting for final standing to come out. I think I'm going to be the only undefeated. That's going to be fun. So as far as the lands go, the 3 castles are interesting. I think the one I like the least is Castle Lochmain, because we really never have no cards in hand because our deck draws so many extra cards. So I think Castle Lochmain can come out, and I'd like to put in a second Castle Vantress. So I think that's where we're gonna for next week. The thing is we're gonna try. We might see if we can get a wild card tonight so that I can get at least the 4th Conqueror's Death or the 4th Typhoon for tomorrow. If you're interested, tomorrow at noon, I'll be streaming my event against the other judges. That should be a lot more interesting. That should be really interesting. Not a lot more interesting, just really interesting. Because we're going to be playing. I think we're going to see a lot more of like Jeskai Yorion, where they're using the Omen of the Sun and the Birth of Meletus to make tokens to sacrifice to Luca. So maybe we'll adjust the sideboard a bit for then. I think we're going to go up to 4 Dovin's Vetoes. And I'll probably end up cutting the Noxious Grasp. They're fine, but I think Dovin's Veto is a little more important. Actually, you can do that where I was sitting here, right? Whoopsie. Craft. Oh, weird. Alright, so we'll switch this. For some reason, it only works when I'm in this view. Kind of strange, but we'll craft this last Dovin's Veto. And then, so now we'll have 7 counter spells we can bring in the Yorlin matchups. Grafdigger's Cage is for the sacrifice deck. Aether Gust against the Bant or Mono Red. We're going to cut the Elder Spell. I'm not sure what we're cutting it for yet. Actually, I think we do know what we're cutting it for. Let's find it. There we go. The 4th Cry of the Canarium for the sacrifice deck. The Dream Trawlers for Mono Red, because we just want to make it. So I think that's the sideboard we're going to run tomorrow. This is the main deck we're going to run tomorrow. Unless like I oddball at the last minute. I don't think I will. Oh, alright, so they just announced that scores are up. Alright, so we'll refresh. Alright, final standing. So we did take first place. Go us. So yeah, so we did it. We did. So yeah, all right, guys. So since we have final standings and we did end up getting first as being the only undefeated. High five, go us. I'm gonna call the stream here. If you're interested in watching the rerun for this, it'll be up on YouTube. It's youtube.com/mtgjudgejason. And for next time, I'll have the command for that in chat with MTGBot. But on that note, guys, I want to thank everyone who came out tonight and had a chat. everyone who was watching and all that. So I will talk to you tomorrow at about 11:45.